The Slumber of the Mind, A Tale of Three Beds. This series of stories carries the theme of spiritual growth and the path to enlightenment as shown by the Buddha. The story is composed of scenes where the Buddha visits the village of Venugapura in the kingdom of Kosala and conveys the basic teachings of Buddhism through dialogue with the villagers. It unfolds centered around the events that occurred when the Buddha visited this village and the profound teachings he expounded. Through dialogue with the villagers, the Buddha demonstrates the importance of seeking the truth of life, non-attachment, and inner peace. This holds great significance for us today as well. This story explores timeless wisdom and the application of its lessons in modern society. In the village of Venugapura in the kingdom of Kosala, people were abuzz with rumors about the Buddha.
I heard the Buddha's group will stop by this village during their wanderings. It seems they have already arrived just over there. What? That's a big deal? I'd like to meet him as soon as possible. After all, there are rumors that he has attained enlightenment and become a Buddha. They say he has achieved liberation and escaped the cycle of rebirth. So that means he doesn't die and isn't reborn. I don't really understand. We should understand if we listen to his talk. Anyway, let's all go to the outskirts of the village.
When the Buddha's group arrived at the outskirts of the village and were quietly resting under a large tree, the villagers immediately came and surrounded them. Some joined their palms, some bowed their heads, some shed tears. Some announced their names, and each sat down surrounding the Buddha. A Brahmin spoke to the Buddha.
Buddha, it is an honor to meet you. Please do teach the Dharma to us as well.
As he said this, a thought suddenly crossed the Brahmin's mind.
Since the Buddha is such a wonderful ascetic, he must be receiving many offerings from many people. He must have a lot of money too. He must be living a luxurious life. Surrounded by many disciples, he must be lying on a bed fit for a king.
So the Brahmin said to the Buddha,
Buddha, for someone of your stature, surely many people wish to make offerings. And your surroundings must be overflowing with donated items. Your bed must be something wonderful as well. What kind of bed do you rest on?
The Buddha slowly uttered these words.
Brahmin, I do not possess a bed like the one you speak of. And even if it were donated, it would not be suitable for me. However, I can always obtain 3 even more wonderful beds.
Huh? What kind of beds? A warm bed made of woven wool? A beautiful bed wrapped in silk fabric studded with jewels? Or a luxurious bed made of fur? Perhaps a golden bed?
No, Brahmin. The beds I speak of are the 3 beds: the heavenly bed, the Brahma bed, and the holy bed. These 3 can be obtained anytime, anywhere, if one wishes to obtain them.
Buddha, what are they like?
Brahmin, I wake up early in the morning to collect alms, and in the afternoon I spread grass and leaves and sit. Then, as I reflect on various things and quietly concentrate my thoughts, I gradually cast off desires and become able to see things correctly. In this way, when I eventually enter meditation, my mind becomes calm and settled. Then there is no longer any clinging in the mind, and it feels as if I am playing in a state of purity.
The Buddha surveyed the villagers, listening intently, then returned his gaze to the Brahmin and continued speaking.
Brahmin, this state of mind is the same as the state of mind of playing in the heavenly realms. That's why I call this the heavenly bed. If I wish to seek this, I can easily obtain it any time.
I understand well. Buddha, I learned this for the first time. No one other than you could obtain such a wonderful heavenly bed. It's a wonderful teaching. Even so, you mentioned 3 beds at first, but what is the next one? the Brahma bed like?
Brahmin, when one becomes completely tranquil, a mind of compassion for all things arises. And one is no longer troubled by anything. Then a mind of empathy is born toward any person. There, one comes to feel joy in everything and enters a state of mind as pure as empty space. This very state of mind of purity should be called the Brahma bed.
At the Buddha's words, the Brahmin exclaimed in admiration,
Oh, what a wonderful teaching. Then what is the holy bed like?
Brahmin, when one further deepens this state, greed, anger, and delusion are cut off, all confusion disappears, and one can immerse oneself in a state of mind of quiet peace. This is the holy bed.
This state of mind is the same as lying on the holy bed.
I can obtain such a holy bed as I wish.
The villagers were moved by the Buddha's story and vowed to take refuge in the Buddha for the rest of their lives. The metaphor of the 3 beds told in this story symbolizes the profound teachings of Buddhism and holds very important meaning in modern society as well. These beds represent different states of mind and spiritual realms and indicate the stages of inner peace and spiritual growth. First, let's consider the heavenly bed. This bed symbolizes a state where the mind is calm and free from attachment. Through meditation and self-reflection, we can cast off all desires and become able to see things correctly. In modern society, many people tend to be driven by daily busyness and material desires. Amidst this, the metaphor of the heavenly bed teaches the importance of calming the mind through regular meditation and self-reflection, and being freed from stress and anxiety. This practice helps maintain mental health and make clearer decisions. Moreover, this mental state enables us to deal with the complex problems we face daily in a calmer and more cautious manner. Next, let's consider the Brahma bed. The Brahma bed symbolizes a mind of unconditional compassion and empathy toward others. This bed signifies deep love and understanding for all living beings, and represents a state where our minds become pure and peaceful. In modern times where social division and competition are strong, the teaching of the Brahma bed shows the importance of empathy and understanding toward others. Having a compassionate mind in the workplace, at home, or within the community helps build more harmonious relationships. This state of mind allows us to become more tolerant in our interactions with others, ease conflicts and misunderstandings, and contribute to promoting empathetic communication. Finally, let's consider the holy bed. The holy bed symbolizes a state where the mind is completely clear and free from all delusions and desires. This state signifies inner peace and the ultimate state of enlightenment, and represents deep tranquility of the mind. In the stress-filled modern society, we learn the importance of distancing ourselves from the various desires and difficulties we face in daily life, and maintaining peace of mind. The state of the holy bed enables us to achieve harmony with our true selves and find deep meaning and purpose in life. Furthermore, this state of mind forms the foundation for building more harmonious relationships with the world around us. These 3 beds symbolize different stages of inner peace and spiritual growth, and indicate the state of mind we should aim for in modern society as well. These teachings will serve as guidelines for finding peace of mind and happiness in modern life filled with stress and challenges. What we learn from these metaphors of the beds is not only to gain peace of mind, but also to illuminate the path to living a more meaningful and fulfilling life.